Hey, hi everyone. This is Sarfraz Khan, and today we're going to be talking to you about ALURALUX. Now, this is an amazing product of NHT Global, and this was one of the foundation product of NHT Global when NHT Global was founded in 2001. So, Dr. Ronald Thompson, ALURALUX is it's his revolution, and this is uniquely designed by him, and it's basically was built to refresh and to moisturize the skin. Now, its patent combination of menthol and L-arginine is based on the 1998 the Nobel Prize winning discovery of nitroxide as a signal molecule. Now, when it was based out of this beautiful discovery, which has taken NHT Global to big heights. Now, this is an incredible product, which a lot of people in the international market have really taken to the next level, and we have been ignoring this big time. So today I'm going to be talking to you about some real maturity and with some real conviction that this product can really do a lot to the Indian market, as this is a land of Kama Sutra and this is a land of you know great evidence of lifestyles and how we want to be as good living partners, and it's like something, it's one of the most important factors of human health. Now, talking about the low testosterone we have in our body today is basically based out of certain deficiency. So when we're talking about, because why is it low? So today, when we talk about the estrogen levels, now what are estrogen levels? Now, in a woman, estrogen helps to initiate her sexual development. Now, in the sense, along with another female sex hormone known as the progesterone, and it's basically a woman, the monthly cycle, and it's basically the entire reproductive system. So these are certainly which the hormonal effects which happen. Now, this all happens is always going to have a decline in your sexual health. Now, what happens is when we're talking about testosterone in your body, we're basically talking about your lifestyle and your insulin levels. If you have high insulin level, you're not on the normal levels of your insulin, you're definitely going to be affected. Now, even your cortisols, your thinking patterns, your relaxation, your how mood your swings, and your thinking process, and how are you difficult with your current situation. So all this affects your sex hormones. So this is something which is to be understood. And what we normally ignore is cholesterol. Now, cholesterol is the major buildup for your health. Now, not about the carbs, what you eat, like, you can really affect with pastas and breads, and these kind of stuff can really, these, and a lot of people also go on a very low fat diet and they ignore cholesterol. Now, cholesterol is the building block of your libido, and it's basically very important to really work for your erectile dysfunction and for your libido, and it's very important for your testicles, and it's like basically it's very important for your overall health. So when we're talking about these testicles and these other improvement or balancing of your overall your sexual health, we really need to understand where we need to really concentrate and make this happen. So why is it low? So these are certain things where you need your high cortisol, you need when you're drinking too much, you're smoking too much, your liver is not functioning well. So again, it's going to affect, right? Even your low fats diets, which can really put you bad into your libido. So it is very important that you need to really take your testicles and your other you know improvement to your health. So what also puts different effects to your health is again low low testosterone is always because of your high levels of iron. Now, iron is something which is you know we get it through these foods, as I was saying, the high carbs and these sometime when you take supplements, the fortification of certain foods like bread and your pastas, and I was saying these all high carb food is going to definitely put more iron. Now, the accumulation of much iron in your body, it can when you get, I would definitely recommend that anyone who's definitely having this low testosterone levels, go and please check yourself if you have high amount of iron. So iron is one of the reason also where you really have low levels of your testosterone. So now to you need to really see how this is coming up, how it's accumulating. So the inflammation and everything, it's really the symptom which works onto your body. So more iron in you, it's going to affect your brain. And today it's a building problem for your heart. It's also a building problem for Alzheimer's. So I think it's a very dangerous thing of too much iron. Now, iron is something you cannot ignore it. If it's too much in your body, it's going to affect your body. It's going to create more free radicals. So I would urge everyone that if you have high amount of iron, and it's going to increase your blood sugar problems, your memory is going to be affected. If you are going to have a fatigue, okay, liver cirrhosis can lead to it because of these inflammation which happen. So it's definitely going to be a major loss. Oxidization is going to be at its peak, inflammation is going to be increasing. So what you do to get this, so you need to repair. So how can you repair? Now to repair your content of iron is first thing by, I would say, take intake of zinc. Zinc is something which is really a good antidote for your, to drop your levels of iron. So this is something which would really help you to get back to your, your low testosterone levels. So iron, zinc is always considered as one of the best libido food for, sexual health. So I would highly recommend, if you can really study about zinc, zinc will really be a good food for you. Avoid iron pills if you're having something on iron. So I would say that just kind of avoid iron pills. It's not required. Also donate, blood. It will help you to get the excessive iron from your body. And green tea is something which I highly recommend. So this is certain things what you need to take when you find that this is a deficiency in yourself, and this will be good education for people who really want to increase. So it's a maturity talks, there's nothing to be worried. Now, as we know, our ancient Indian Kama Sutras, and you see old traditions of the Indian homes, where the foods to boost libidos, saffron is like every Indian would give this, when a lady wants to conceive or to boost in libido. And this has always been a tradition with the Indian, right? With saffron and stirred with milk. Yeah. But today, now we're talking about, let's talk about the food that can boost your libido, like for men and women. So we're talking about food like aphrodisiac. Now, aphrodisiac is something is to arouse your sexual instinct, which brings in the desire on to increase your sexual pleasures, right? To performs your libido boosting effect. Now, this aphrodisiac is a food which is definitely very good to increase your libido. Now, firstly, what we need to see is our sleeping patterns. If you're having less sleep disorders, like you don't sleep well and you're not getting proper sleep, so it's going to affect your libido big time. So I would say that get at least minimum 8 hours of sleep immediately. Second thing is stress, less stress. Now, so anyways, we're living in times, I see a lot of people today, out of stress, they really lose their, erectile dysfunction, and even women have completely, get totally diverted. So there's a lot of, because of mood swings and because of their high, your estrogen levels are affected because of soya. And if anyone is on soya, please guys, just get out of this dairy product. It's going to affect your estrogen levels because you already have high, and this will create imbalance further. Avoid direct tap water because tap water has too much of estrogen levels. So again, for women, it will be a problem. A lot of women may have this, which will not be discovered till now. So this is something based out of my research. When I'm talking to you, I'm not a doctor. I'm just a responsible wellness person, which I really like to share you the information. If you think my informations are something which you need to verify, please go ahead and get yourself verified. Yeah, I'm just talking based out of my own personal information. And this is something when I do my business, I like to be more clearer and to understand how this is definitely going to help a lot of people, because I believe in helping people with this kind of strategies, right? A high sugar content now with your carbs diet. So what you do is immediately replace and get your home some pistas, right? So this is something which is very good and is one of the most amazing traditional foods of the ancient times. And this is in the Arab world is one of the best thing for increase of libido. Second is your, it has, real to increase your testosterone levels. It's something which will really help your libido for men and women both. So if you can really start with this kind of intake, it's because high in amino acids, yeah, and it's basically also is good in building up your nitric oxide. So I would say that pista is one thing which you need to go. Second is oyster. Now, oyster is why, because it really ups up your zinc. Now, zinc is one of the most important build up of your libido. So if you're a person who has good oyster, kind of intake, so those people will be really good news for them, because this is something which is really good for your overall sexual health, as well as if you take intake of copper and selenium. Selenium is something which you can find in your oysters. So this is something which will always increase your libido production. So this is something, because what happens is, if you see that men and women, if they need much of this, because if the low testosterone levels are there, And if you see, this is going to affect for basically for women too, it affects more because they lose their hair, and mostly they'll have hair on their different issues, they grow up hair in different areas. And hormonal imbalance is something which really creates estrogen levels. So low testosterone is also indication where it's through depression, and it increases your infertility because you're not reaching to your peak, right? So your sexual health is not going to be really on its best. So that's why the male and female cannot get their best nitrogen oxide for their major production of the increase of the fluid, right? So this is an overall based out of study which shows that coffee, not too much, but organic coffee, which is like Nagaland may be having, or some states which I know I have drank in Nagaland, the local coffee, which I think organically, which is very good, but 1 cup is something, or 2 cup is great. Anything more is not good because caffeine and the polyphenols are something which is a real good build up for your libido. And saffron, again, as I told you, it's one of the best foods of the traditions of India. And maca is basically a Peru, like one of my Peru distributors gave me that this Viagra really works big in Peru market. So that's one thing. Beetroot is very good, but beetroot too much is also not good. So one beetroot would be sufficient, I guess, so to build up your libido. So there are certain foods which can really help you and can really get your arousals, and it could really help on your nitroxide and in your overall healthy sperm and in your overall female libido. So this is something, it's completely aphrodisiac, kind of stuff, and this can really help your, health for your libido development. Now, moving forward, the benefits of L-arginine. Now, this is something which is crazy stuff, guys. Now, outstanding. Now, meat is something which we normally, don't. If you're eating grass-feeded, buffaloes and all, which is difficult today to get. So this is something L-arginine has always been, because it doesn't releases the gas, but it really promotes the flow of your blood. It's like an vasculator, which is really going to help the blood flow. So what we see it in our overall studies, that it really is a good way to defend from your free radical damage. It's always very good for boosting immunity. It's always very good to blood flow. That's why we have this product of ALURALUX, where we apply it in your headaches and all. It always calms down. If you're having insomnia, you can leave it down. So there are certain ways where L-arginine has always been the best to relax your muscles. It's always been the best for you know to low down your cholesterol. It's so best for your kind of overall brain flow of blood and everything. If you study about them, it's like something which is really good for a great foundation of your health as well as for your libido. So if you see the certain foods like meats and these green peas, and you know you can have your good meats which are definitely grass feeded and which can really come through good source and not through too much of contamination. So this can really help you in, again, building up your libido. Now, these 10 benefits, what we spoke about, your ability to release through, the chemical breakdown that is called the nitroxide, which L-arginine is responsible. So this is where you can understand what's the ability now to relax your arteries, your smooth muscle. Now, this is something to low down your blood pressure, to low down your stress, to decrease and free radicals. So L-arginine is a powerful antioxidant, right? So it really works on different areas, as I told you, your brain, your cholesterol, and it is definitely one thing which NHT Global has incorporated with the ALURALUX product. So it is something which is the best because our heart beats, 39 million times in 365 days. That's 1 year. So you can imagine there's a big job of a heart, right? So we really need to make sure that what we're doing with our stress, with the arteries, with the overall buildup of our health, and these kind of heavy carbs food like pizzas and these foods which are not going to be damaging your sexual health, try to avoid something which is not going to be good for you. Also, we have found that menthol is something which, one or two uh, during these your during your oral sex or during your sexual intercourse. This is something which is really good, for both partners to create good excitement. So now when we understand why ALURALUX has been incorporated with L-arginine and menthol, because I have really wanted to understand how this build-up was done. So now if you see that this formulation of NHT Global, which is a paraben-free and containing a really patent technology, and it's basically one product which no other company has it in the market, and we are unique with certain products. That's where NHT Global becomes, totally different, because the availability is only through us, and it's something which can maintain and keep your entire full body on the anti-aging benefits also. So since 2001, ALURALUX has been sold more than 40 countries, and positively we impacted millions of lives, and customers around the world have been happy because this innovation of gel, which is a topical vasculator, we said this is something which your body's six vital areas, ceriums, lips, genitals, anus, skin, yeah, fertility. It's depending on which area you need to apply. ALURALUX can be a total, a multi-purpose product for your migraines, for your sexual pleasure, for your increase of fertility, lubrication, sperm capacitation, yeah, and it's basically the NOS pathway of the vacillation. The patent formula consisting of L-arginine and metron is safe. It's studied by the FDAs, by the best of doctors, and doctor recommends this. So this is something which is purely organically and nature. So NHT Global has made the 100% paraben free. So guys, this is something which is a crazy product, guys. And I think anyone who wants to have a quality life, and anyone who really wants to give their family, husband, wife, like they really want to, be good to themselves, because I think this is one way where if your intimacy levels are good with your partner, you're going to definitely build better relationship with them. So I think this one product is very good and highly recommended for each and every one. And this is globally one of the best products in the world, which can really is proven that this application, clinically studies have seen 65% of women report the increase of ability to achieve the orgasm. So 86% of the women have reported improved lubrication. 98% of the women have reported with positive response with the ALURALUX when they apply it to the desired area. So this is something you need to apply the ALURALUX. It's very easy to use. Simply apply the gel with the fingertips with clean hand massages through into the desired area where you really want to put it after your shower or before your intercourse. It enhances the comfort use of helping those struggling with the concept of getting the high the real amount of intimacy and the real peak of the satisfaction. So this free formulation is an incredible benefit, and I think can restore your youthfulness by this quality of life. So guys, key benefits you can see: relieve headaches, sinus, pressure, dilating the contributed blood vessels in the brain. So there's something crazy, guys. Multi-purpose. ALURALUX is a unique formulation, guys. As I told you, the 1998 Nobel Prize winning discovery that L-arginine stimulates the nitric oxide, and it's basically a system to increase the flow of your blood, and this is to the surface of the skin. Now this is something which can, if you have headache, just apply down to your headache and sinuses, leave it on the tongue and keep it there. You have sore throat, keep it there. Now I'm not making any claims. This is based out of testimonials with different leadership of distributors who have given me the feedback where they have used it, and it's totally based out of people's feedback. I'm talking right now. I'm not making any claims. I'm not saying this product does this, or I'm not telling that this we treat, we cure, or we prevent you from any disease. You can go and take your advice with your doctor, and then you can get started. Second is lips. Now, some people like to have injected, so I would highly recommend just apply this on your lips. And who have small lips want to have nice, big lips, so you can try this out without getting into the getting injected. So you can really have something natural, which can flow, increase the flow of your blood, and can stimulate the real areas where you require to the improvement. Now proven that it will also increase your sexual pleasure, so your vaginal lubrication. So it is on a G spot, you need to rub it and apply it, let it massage it before like 3 to 4 minutes, and you can feel a very good menthol sensation, and that will really give you a good arousal, and that will really give you a real 100% of your peak of your satisfaction. So infertility, before getting into your intercourse with your partner, you need to apply and you need to massage with each another, and with clean and with hygiene, and 5 minutes before getting into that. So this will help you to reach your 100% peak, and will increase the sperm capacitation, so that will help the sperm to reach to the desired area with full peak. Whenever it's on the orgasm is on the highest point with the male and female, that's how the that the fertility will help in progressing. Now that's only based out of you know the previous testimonials where it has helped people on that regard, but there is all based out of please consult a doctor before doing anything. And we are only talking about like it helps in fissures and piles if people have cuts and different problem with their discomfort at their anal. So I think this is because increasing of the blood flow and the oxygen supply will prevent the bacterial growth which happens A lot of people go through this pain, and I have seen a lot of people who have come back and told me, yes, this is one product which has really helped. So even in ladies who have UTI problem, who really have problem with their vaginal infections and urine problems, at that time I would highly recommend apply this 3 times, and also drink the noni juice. So this is only based out of testimonials we're talking, but always consult your doctor before doing that. But this has been really helpful for people when they do this in the UTI. So now we're talking about skin. It also increases the blood flow, so to facilitate and helping ulcers. If you have an ulcer, you can apply it there. You have cuts immediately, like once my daughter got a burn, and I immediately applied this product, and it was immediately subsided, and it didn't give her any bruise or burn sensation later. So this is something, whenever you get burns, cut, just apply it. You will not even feel the pain anymore. The blood immediately takes care of it. So this is something which is a high quality product. It is exclusively sold by NHT Global, and I am telling you guys, this product can really take it to the masses. You all don't understand the potential of this product. This product is a crazy product. This is something which can really turn a lot of people into this business. So I think if people in Russia today have done big amount of conversions because of ALURALUX. We have a male version which is available, which has high concentrate because the male skin is thicker and the female skin is thinner. So when you're applying ALURALUX for a female product, which is basically, it will give immediate effect for the female, but for the male version to the ALURALUX. But even if the male wants to apply the ALURALUX, it will take him 3 months or more because of the concentration, right? So the concentration for ALURALUX will be soon in India. So don't try any antibiotics. Don't try something which will increase the flow of the blood in your heart and can create a problem for your heart. So always avoid nonsense. Use the best lifestyle product which is safe and which is a gel application, which will really help you to boost and get your best vaginal and your erection and your total sexual health. So guys, this is it. This is the product, and I really endorse this product because I am also personally like to use this product for my skin, for my hair, for my overall body. I am one of the person who regularly uses this product. So that's why I can confidently tell you about how this has helped me also. So thanks for coming in and thanks for hearing me out. I shared you all the inputs and the detailed information about ALURALUX, and I think I could have been a help for you guys. So just please share this with your team, and thanks for coming in, and whoever's invited you, please get back to him. And with more detail about him, always go back to the person who's invited. And we are really happy to help you as Team Eagles leadership. I'm here to get my team growing bigger and bigger with all the need and help required. So guys, take care and wish you all the success in the coming time.